Hello everyone. I'm shuffling this week for the with the Animal Tarot cards by Radleigh, Valentine and Doreen, and I just took that card as the first card because it jumped out, and I'm shuffling for the week commencing the 29th of October. So that was the beginning of the week. That was the middle. And that's the end of the week. So, specs, forgot the specs. Beginning of the week. Princess of Winter. This message, oh, the seagull. I've never had this one before as far as I know. The Princess of Winter is the Princess of Swords, and she's logical, truthful, curious, and undiplomatic. This is an intellectual challenge that calls upon your ability to think of a matching situation. If helpful information is put to you bluntly, accept the message without being bothered by the messenger. Strange. That's not normally what I would think of as the Princess of Winter. Normally I think of the Princess of Winter or the Princess of Swords as someone who is focused on their work and does all that they can to achieve their aims, and a seagull is pretty much like that. They do whatever they can to get the food out of your hand that you might have, but yeah, it could be something to do with an intellectual challenge. But I'm thinking it's more to do with being focused on your goals and aiming to do whatever it takes to get to where you need to go to. That's my interpretation of it. And the middle of the week is another one that I don't think I've seen before. King of Winter, which is a humpback whale. King of Winter is intelligent, impartial, respected, and unemotional. And the message on it says, at this time it's very important that you communicate clearly, be objective and unemotional, and act as professionally as possible. If you need advice, seek out the most experienced expert you can find. So there seems to be a theme here. We've got the Princess of Winter, and now we have the King of Winter, which are all, Winter is in Swords, which is an intellect card. So it's talking about using your intellect rather than your intuition this week. And yeah, interesting. Sorry. The end of the week for Friday and the weekend is Renewal, and it's a raccoon. Yeah, they're so cute. It's time to get clarity about your life purpose and make changes so that you're on the path most divinely suited to you. Forgive what has been without judgment, and fearlessly embrace what's to come. So renewal is really letting go of the past and focusing on the future. And yeah, so this card is asking you to focus on the future and not to worry about what's happened in the past. So that's the week. A very different sort of week because these are all cards I had never had before. So chances are it'll be a week unlike one you've had before. So I'm not sure what that means for you, but the beginning of the week is the Princess of Winter and the middle of the week is the King of Winter. So they're both intellectual cards, using your intellect rather than your emotions. And I'm sensing that the beginning of the week is asking you to be determined and to focus on your goals and not to let anything dissuade you from reaching them. And the middle of the week, the King of Winter, is perhaps to look at things a little bit differently than you have previously, and to communicate clearly in all of your communications, and here again to use your intellect and to seek out advice from an experienced expert if you need advice. And the end of the week is renewal, to let go of your past, focus only on the present and your future. And it's time to get clarity about your life purpose and make changes so that you're on the path most divinely suited to you. So let go of those things which were holding you back from your life purpose and focus on where you're in where you know you're intending to be. So that's the week, an interesting week coming up by the looks of things. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'm sure you will. And I look forward to seeing you again next week.